Hello everyone, this is Jim McGilvery, and today we're going to talk about how to sponsor 10 to 20 people in your primary business a month. Now, I've been asked many times, how do I sponsor or recruit people into my primary opportunity? Well, guys, it's much simpler than you actually think. Most people make it too hard. They really do. And we're going to kind of break it down for you here and kind of walk you through the process of sponsoring people into your primary business. First, before we get to that, let's talk about the path or the roadmap to successful network marketing. Now, there are milestones that everyone reaches when building their business. And guys, this is kind of important here for you to understand, kind of get you in the right mindset. Your first milestone is when you sponsor your first person. Because I want you guys to understand that, guys, when I started this in this industry, I started at ground zero. The person that got me into this industry started at ground zero. Nobody, I mean nobody, I don't care who you're talking about, the guys that are making $1 million a year, $10,000, $20,000 a month, nobody starts a home-based business with a 10,000 person downline. They all start with zero. So guys, understand that you are just like anyone else in this industry. Everybody in this industry started at zero. So I want you guys to understand that. That's why it's a critical milestone, or it's the first milestone, is when you actually start, whenever you sponsor your first person. That's because everybody starts there, okay? Second is when you get to the point where you're spending less money a month than you're making. It could be as simple as you making enough money to pay for your primary opportunities auto ship. Could be paying for all your online marketing tools like your blog, your hosting, your autoresponders, your marketing system. But when you get to the point where you're actually making enough money to pay for your business, that is the second milestone. And when you get to this milestone, you actually start to see the possibilities of you being successful in this industry. Now, the third milestone is when you really know it. You know you made it. When you're consistently sponsoring 2 to 5 people a week in your primary opportunity. Now, at this point, guys, sponsoring people is really what this business is all about. Getting people to join your primary opportunity. You know, I hear a lot of times MLM companies, and I've been told this with every MLM company that I've been with, get 2, get 3, teach people how to do the same thing. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you, I want to be honest with you. You're not going to have huge success in this industry by sponsoring 2 to 3 people. It's just not going to happen. You need to have, I would say at a minimum, 50 people that you have personally sponsored into your primary opportunity, if you really want to have real success. I'm just going to be blatantly honest here. You have to have, I think, minimum 50 people, because there's attrition. You guys have heard that before. But to really build your business, you're always going to be sponsoring people. And when you get good at it, and when you can actually sponsor people every week, and I'm not talking about, when I say 10 to 20 people a month, I'm not talking about doing 5 or 10 here, 5 or 10 next month. You really have to be consistent and consistently sponsoring people into your business. That is really the key of you having long-term success. Because once you know how to do that, you can teach the 50 people that you bring in to do the same thing. So I always tell people, it's not getting your first 2 or your 3 or your 4 and then say my job's done and start helping people doing the same thing. You want to have massive amount of numbers in your downline. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit later. But when you get to the point where you're consistently sponsoring 2 to 5 people a week, you've made it, guys. I don't care what compensation plan you have, if it's binary or whatever it is, you're going to make money in this industry. And if you can sponsor, or when you start when you start sponsoring 5 people a week, you're going to be able to teach those people the same tools and resources that you have to have their success. And that's really another part of sponsoring people, is teaching them how to do the same thing. It's duplication. And we're going to really touch more detail about that. And I hope I get into enough detail or enough specifics in this training where you can actually understand the concept of sponsoring people. Okay, what sponsoring is not. Before we get into how do you sponsor, what is sponsoring or what is not sponsoring? Well, it's not selling your products, guys. Just like online, if you're on Facebook and you see someone's link, hey, join my opportunity, what does that do to you? It turns me off. I delete it and go on. I don't even look at who it came from or what it's all about. People don't want to be pushed products, all right? Especially if they didn't ask to see what's going on. So it's not about selling your products. It's not about your MLM opportunity. It's not about raving about how great your compensation plan is, your products, or your opportunity. Guys, it's none of that. You're not really here to push and sell and have such enthusiasm to where it just drives everybody away. Because I'm telling you, 90% of the time, if you go this way, you're going to lose 80% of your potential prospects or your potential business builders. Nobody wants the used car salesman approach. That doesn't work. It hasn't worked for years. Now, it worked 20, 30 years ago very well because it was a great opportunity because MLM was new and network marketing was new and it was a great concept and people were jumping on board because of the product's opportunity, the compensation plan, and how everybody was raving about it. But it doesn't work today. Nobody likes the used car salesman approach. So it's not really about your products, your opportunity, your compensation plan. And it's not about saying this is the latest and greatest thing. Because, guys, I'm telling you, everybody in this industry has the best products. They have the best opportunity. And they have the best compensation plan. My company is better than yours. Your company is better than mine. That's how we think. But it's not really about that at all. So what is it all about? It's all about selling you. Okay, guys? It's all about selling you. It's all about selling the idea of someone working with you and your team. Okay? It's what you have to offer. It's bigger than your opportunity. It's bigger than your products. It's bigger than your compensation plan. It's selling the idea of your value or something you have to offer. Now, this works both online and offline, and they're both the same. Now, there are two different types of marketing strategies and methods, but the idea of selling the idea of what your value is to them and what you have to offer them. It's about selling the idea of someone working with you. So it's selling you. It's not about your products, guys. I don't care what product you're in, if you're in the health industry or gold and silver like I am, or whatever the industry that your primary opportunity is, it's not about the products. It's not about the company. Now, that can become into the closing of it, of your prospecting and your sponsoring, because, of course, we're all here selling products and using products and trying to get people into the primary opportunity. But sponsoring people, it has nothing to do with that. Now, that's part of the close, where what your products offer people and the business offers people and the compensation offers people. But we're not there yet, guys. We're not closing people when you first meet them. Okay, so it's not about your products, your opportunity, and your compensation plan. It's all about selling you, selling your team, selling the idea of someone working with you. Okay, guys, let's get into sponsoring. Now, let's talk about the laws of sponsoring. Now, these laws are bendable, but you can't break them. Now, there are 4 laws. The first law is friends first. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants the used car salesman to walk up to them and pitch the car or the opportunity in this case. So you want to be friends first. Always, always be friendly. Or make friends. I mean, you do this with social media. You do this with building your list when you're out there talking to people that you meet on the street, or if you join some of the business clubs in your town. You're out there to socialize and to make friends, even if they're in this industry, because, and that's the best people to be friends with. Because I will tell you guys, my path in the home-based business industry has been, I've been in 4 different MLM companies, and most people that get serious in this industry kind of do the same thing. They'll move from MLM company to another company for other different reasons. Your compensation plan is one of them, or there's legal issues, or they go out of business, or whatever it is. And if you are long term in this industry, you're probably going to have more than one MLM company that you're associated with. That's just one of the laws of network marketing. But the laws of sponsoring is become friends. You know, you don't invite your friends out to your house to have a party and then just basically all day, the whole time they're here, you're pitching your opportunity, pitching your opportunity. Now you're here to have a social gathering. And the same thing with when you are trying to sponsor people, you want to become friends first. Okay, that's the first law. Now you can break those laws a little bit, or bend those laws, not break them, but bend those laws a little bit. There are some people that are eager to jump right in and, hey, what do you have going on? I like what you're driving. I love your beautiful house. What do you do for a living? And then you may not be great friends at the beginning, but if they get into the opportunity, you will be one of their best friends. But friends first, okay, guys? You have to become friends first. You don't want to be the used car salesman and pitch, 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 and spam, even if you're live. It's always about being friends first and creating that relationship. The second law is a large number of people. And what I mean by that? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that you have to sponsor people into your primary opportunity to have success. And it takes people to do that. So the average network marketer will sponsor 1 out of 15 people that they actually get to a presentation and go through the whole process. There's nobody, I don't care who you are, President of the United States, Oprah, Michael Jordan, whoever. Nobody can call 50 of their friends and have all 50 friends sign up for their primary opportunity. It just will not happen. Okay? They're going to have to call more than 50 people. You're going to have to call more than 50 people. That's just how it is. So the second law, and this is kind of unbreakable law, is bendable because there have been people that have sponsored just a few in their primary business, and they sponsored the right people, and those people had hundreds and hundreds of people that they sponsored, and it built a large organization for them. But guys, that they were very lucky. That doesn't happen very often. Once or twice a year. And I'm here to tell you there's millions of us in this industry worldwide that are trying to build an opportunity. So it's really, the second law is really getting yourself in front of a large number of people. Okay? The third law is take major action. And in this industry, it's better to build your opportunity fast. All right? And how do you do that? You take major action. When you first get into it, you're new, you don't know a whole lot of how to do this or that, how to prospect, how to talk to people, how to close them. And that's what your leadership is here for. They're here to help you get the skills or learn the skills to do what is necessary for you to sponsor people in your opportunity. So you need to lean on your leadership and lean on your team until you learn the skill sets to do it yourself. And the sooner you can learn those skill sets, the better off you're going to be, guys. If you're always looking for your team or your leaders to do the work for you, you're going to burn them out, number one, and you're not going to become a leader of your team. You're not going to be your business owner. You're always going to be relying on someone else to help you build your business. And that's not, you won't be successful doing that. But major action. So building it fast rather than slow. I've heard people say, get 2 people a month, and then 2 people next month, and 2 people next month, and 2 people next month. Well, guys, it doesn't really work that way. Because if that's how you build your business, that's how your team's going to build their business. So you can get large numbers over time, but the sooner that you get your 50 people in your business, the faster you're going to have financial success and freedom, everything that you want out of this industry. So building fast is the way to go. Not slow, but building fast. And you don't have to do it forever. But what I call it is major action, and I really call them small bursts of action. Now, no one can run 100 miles an hour every day for 2 years straight. It just can't happen. You have to take breaks. You're a human. You have to recuperate. So what I consider is small bursts. I work 2 or 3 days a week, and I'm really hustling and doing all I can. Then the rest of the time, I'm really taking it easy. I may even take a week off and just do some small things. Maybe work 2 or 3 days a week, an hour or two. But at least once every 2 weeks, 3 days a week, I am humping. I am putting in as much action as possible, doing everything I can to build my business. And that's what you guys really do. You need to take major action. Whichever schedule you keep, you need to take action to build your business. And the faster you do it, the better off you're going to be. All right, the fourth law is leadership, because that's where you guys need to strive to be, is a leader of your organization, a leader of your team, because leaders breed other leaders. Okay, because you're trying to get everybody through all these laws. You're trying to get everybody to the fourth law of leadership, because the more leaders you have on your team, guess what? They're breeding more leaders, and those leaders are breeding other leaders. And that's really who you want on your team, is just a bunch of leaders. I don't want to sit here and do all the presentations for my entire team. I want them to do it themselves. I want them to learn to be a leader. I want them to learn how to do the closing. I want them to learn how to do three-way calls, which I really don't care for, because it's very time consuming and I value my time. So I want leaders in my organization. So if I can teach people how to get this fourth law and become a leader, the more time that I have, the more time they're going to have, because they're going to teach the same thing down. And having a group of leaders is really the way to sponsor people. Okay, let's break down these laws a little bit better here. I really want to concentrate on number 2 and number 3. And then we'll talk a little bit about number 4 too. I think number 1 is pretty easy. You guys, instead of pitching, you need to be friends. It's all about building relationships there. Because, like I said, I was within 4 different MLM companies, and I had the person that sponsored me into this business that I'm in now, and everybody knows who I'm with. But me being sponsored, this guy, I've been talking with him for about a year, and we share strategies and talk about methods, and I learned a lot from him. He learned a lot from me. I was in a company, and he started this the newest network is who he's with, and he was talking about it, and really not pitching it. He was doing everything right, just kept in touch with me, and we go out and have a drink. And whenever he was in town, if I was anywhere close to his hometown in Florida, I'd drop by and we'd go out and have dinner, and really talk strategies and that type of thing. Well, it just so happened that I started looking at other opportunities, and him keeping in touch and being such a good selling himself, so to speak, I decided to join him. So if he wasn't friendly, being my friend first, I would have never joined this guy, because I know just about as much as he does, and he knows just about as much as I do about this industry. And that's what I look for, or that's what I was looking for when I was joining a new company, is I want to join someone that knows more than I do. I want to learn from them. I want to, increase my knowledge in this industry. But the reason why I joined with him was because of his friendship. And that's 100% honest truth. It was his friendship, the reason why I joined this opportunity. Now, the second law, large numbers. All right, let's dig into that a little bit, guys. You need to sponsor 50 people. 50 people in your primary opportunity. Period. Minimum 50. 200 better. 50 minimum to have success. So, and if we know that the numbers are about 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15 that you'll sponsor, you're going to have to talk to a large group of people. And the way that I look at that is, I don't do one-on-ones anymore. I used to do them anytime someone wanted to do it, but I love large groups of people. Either a home party or a hotel meeting, and the best online with webinars. Getting a large group of people out there to see your opportunity and see the whole story. Not just the products, the business, the compensation plan. Really selling themselves on the idea of joining me and my team. And that's what my presentation is more geared towards. is what value we can offer and how we can help them build their business. Because again, guys, the products are products, the business is business. Network marketing is network marketing. Okay, nobody's products are better. Even though I feel mine are better, you feel yours are better. That's just the law, guys. Or that's just fact. Everybody has their best, the best opportunity, or they feel that anyways. So getting in front of a large number of people is key. You have to be able to do that. And guys, you're going to have to talk to people, but that's just no way around it. You're going to have to talk to people in these groups. You're going to have either a phone call, get them on a presentation. You're going to have to give a written word to them. Some way you're going to be communicating, and you're going to have to talk to people. Online marketing has nothing about not talking to people, because if you can't talk to people, you're not going to have success. If you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, how are you doing? Talk about the small talk, get them to a presentation, you're not going to have success. So what I always talk about, the second law, is getting in front of a lot of people. And I like to do it really quick. I like to, every time I get 200 or 300 people on a new list of mine, I'm inviting them to a presentation. I'm giving them the opportunity to see what I do, how I do it, and then I'm going to offer them my opportunity and how it's possible to make a living by joining me and my team. So getting in front of a large group of people, I love webinars to do that. And you can use your company's webinars. Your leaders somewhere in your company is going to have a weekly webinar that's a presentation, or they have weekly trainings for marketing strategies or something. Getting a large number of people in front of that is key. The more people that can see you, see your team, see your opportunity, see the compensation plan, see the products, see the value that you have to offer, the more people you're going to sponsor. So the bigger the group that you can get out there and have them see the whole story, the faster you're going to build your business. Now, major action. Now, guys, I'm talking about the whole deal here, not just in sponsoring, take major action. I'm talking about major action in everything, as far as attraction marketing online, or doing your offline marketing, whether it's going to the mall, meeting people, which I do not like. I do have some offline methods that I really love and have great success with. You can find some of that training on my blog. If you'll just go search for offline marketing methods, you'll find a few out there. But taking the major action, and guys, do it in bursts. Take major action. Say on Tuesday, I'm working 10 hours on this right here, and take your action and do it. Whether it's driving traffic to an opt-in page or whatever it is, you need to take that major action and put it to work. And I'm going to tell you, major action works over time. You're not going to say, all right, this 8 hours tomorrow, it's going to gain me 50 people in my business. No, that's not going to happen, guys. You're going to have to take major action every week or every other week, whatever your schedule permits, or how your mindset permits. You're going to be burnt out at some point. You're going to have to take a break. You have to recharge. You have to refuel the tanks. And that's what this industry is about to me, is about the freedom that I have working from home and setting my own schedule. Now, leadership, touch on a little bit, guys. That's where we're all trying to be. Your goal should be to become a leader, because when you become a leader, you can teach your downline to be leaders as well. And that's what it's all about, guys, trying to get people to become leaders. All right, so there's the laws of sponsoring. Be friendly, get in front of a large number of people, take major action, and become your leadership, or develop your leadership skills. All right, closing. Now, this is one of the easiest part to learn. It's all about asking questions. This is after you've talked to somebody, you've been their friends, you talked about your opportunity, they've seen a presentation, and you're at the closing point here. And it's all about asking questions. It's very simple, guys. The first thing you should ask them is, what did you like about what you saw? And wait for a positive response, or a response, because it will always be positive. No one's going to say, what I liked, like what I saw. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. And that's not what you're asking. You're asking them what they like, or what they liked what that they saw. Then follow up that question and ask them more. Say, all right, I liked how the product, helped this or that. Say, yeah, well, tell me more about that. Get more into detail about that. Then complement their question or their likes with a story of your own or someone else in your team. Yeah, Bob joined. That was his major reason why he joined, because of this or that. That is really the whole part about closing. I never, 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 ever waste my time on any negative input or comments. If I ask people, what they like about it, they say, I like this, but I don't like blah, blah, blah. I don't even address it. I never address it. I always keep the conversation positive. Because if people are negative, they're going to be negative no matter what I say. And I don't want to waste my time on negative people or negative comments. So if I ask them what they like, they tell me what they like, and then they go into, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, I thank them for their time and move on. Let someone else worry with that guy. I don't have time to mess with people that are negative all the time. So ready for the best close, guys? And this really is my one thing that I do every time I close. When I go through the questions, what did you like about it? And I don't spend a lot of time on it, guys, because they're going to tell me what they like. And I'm going to say, I'm going to agree with them about what they like about it. And I'm going to ask them to tell me more about what they like. And then once they do that, I'm going to say, it sounds like you're ready to get started. Da-da. That's it, guys. I'm not asking, well, do you want to sign up? Well, you want to think about signing up? You want to talk to your wife about it? No. I'm telling them right then and there that I'm a professional in this industry, and what they just told me sounded like they're ready to get started. All right, guys, that's it. That's what you need to do to close people. You basically say that right there. It sounds like you are ready to get started. Are you in front of a computer? If you're online or if you're talking on the phone, yes, we'll go to this website and here's when you sign up. I'll walk you through the process. Or if they're right there in person, it sounds like you're ready to get started. Here's the paper. Let's go through it and set you guys up real quick. It won't take no time at all. Then you go into your sign up process, which is a totally different training that we can do. Haven't done it yet, but I can walk you through the way I do my sign up process. But if you're ready to have someone sign up, you're prepared. You should be prepared. And I am doing a training right now of your whole prospecting, sign up, and training, getting started training series. I'm doing a whole series on that to share with you guys in the future here shortly. But I really want to get this out here so you guys understand that I'm just a person, you're just a person. Everybody that's in this industry is just a person. We all started at zero. And to sponsor people, it's all about being friends, sharing the value, selling the idea that working with you is the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, now I didn't go through presentations and how to really present and close in your presentation, but once people are interested in your opportunity, you have to do a close. And the best close that I have ever come up with, and I use every time, is once I get them to talk about what they liked about the opportunity, is ask them simply, or tell them simply, it sounds like you're ready to get started. Here's the paperwork. Let's go through it and read through it here. Here's where you put your name. Here's where you put all your information. Or if it's an online sign up, let's jump in front of a computer and go through your sign up process. Okay, guys, I hope that you have gotten something out of here, and I hope that I got specific enough in this training that you can understand how to sponsor people, really the path of sponsorship. Because once you really understand it and really get this concept, you'll really start having a tremendous amount of success. Okay, guys, that's going to be it. I'm going to jump off right now. And if you have questions, please email me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and I will talk to you soon.